The first is Ron Sandison's journey from being able at one point to say only one word, mum, after losing his prior normal developmental milestones, and his inspiring trek back, guided by a loving and intuitive mom using art and a toy prairie dog to help him deal with sensory issues, develop speech, and interact socially. The other book within this book is about the unique journeys of other persons with autism toward their more optimal fulfillment. In both cases, this book, unlike so many others, provides many examples of specific what to do and how to do it hints, tips, and pearls for families, therapists, or other caregivers to help them reach the buried potential in each of those persons they love. Refreshingly, the book is free of confusing psych-speak and lofty theories. Instead, it uses everyday language and provides practical ideas as a sort of user manual for parents or families so often overwhelmed and bewildered by the exceptional ability and disability they see in the same person. It advises, correctly, to concentrate on strengths rather than deficits, and to celebrate what is there rather than regret what is missing. The numerous examples in this book underscore the fact that so often parents, using love, intuition, and creativity, come up with ways to connect with and help their child. That echoes my experience that, in many ways, parents are the real experts on their child. Therefore, professionals need to listen to mom and dad more closely to truly grasp the uniqueness of each individual. Throughout this book, the roles of prayer, belief, and faith are included as important elements in the goal of realizing the full potential in these persons with their curious mix of giftedness and limitation. Overall, the book provides much welcomed help and hope. Today there is increasing focus on recognizing strengths rather than deficits in persons with autism, and this book contributes mightily to the implementation of that welcome awakening. This strategy is being applied to persons wherever they appear on the spectrum, whether children or young adults, with a goal to add happiness to the help and hope that this book generously provides. Darrell A. Treffert, M.D., The Treffert Center, www.agnesian.com/services/Treffert-Center. Introduction. Parenting a child with autism is traveling life's journey with a different map. Autism does not come with a manual. Instead, it requires a caregiver who never gives up. Ron Sandison. Though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, yet my unfailing love for you will not be shaken, nor my covenant of peace be removed, says the Lord, who has compassion on you. Isaiah chapter 54, verse 10. When I was a child, every year my dad took our family to the Detroit Auto Show. As an inquisitive 7-year-old, I secretly hurried off to view the newest models of vehicles. After about 10 minutes checking out the Corvettes and not paying attention to my family, I suddenly realized I was lost. As panic took over, I fell to the ground and began to cry. Seeing my distress, 2 kind gentlemen approached me and said, "Son, don't worry, we'll help you." They gently took my hands and led me through the aisles in search of my family. My parents and brothers were already desperately looking for me, and after 10 minutes I finally saw my dad and ran into his arms, wiping tears onto his pant leg. My mom then picked me up and held me tightly. "Your son wandered off and was terrified," the first gentleman said. "You need to keep an extra watch on this one," the second one told them. My parents thanked them, holding tightly to my hands, too shaken to look at any more vehicles. Ironically, as we began to exit the auto show, my dad noticed a 6-year-old girl alone with her head down crying. My dad asked her, "Are you lost?" She nodded her head. "Let's find your mom." He took her hand and led her to the security office, seizing the opportunity to pay the 2 gentlemen's kindness forward. As we waited for her parents to arrive, I looked at my dad and said, "Do you think her parents left her here and went home?" My dad gently lifted my chin and looked me in the eye. "Do you think I would have left you here alone?" "No," I replied as her parents arrived at the security office, joyfully picking her up in their loving arms. I smiled and gave my dad's hand a squeeze. This memory always reminds me that if parents who love